you're gonna see the farmers market. Bikers going for the biking. It's very typical here that you see in the weekends people take the bikes and go in mountains. Escape the city buzz and enjoy the pure green nature. Not called the trail, but just going around by bike. Biking by itself is pleasurable stuff. Many people enjoy either bicycles, pedaling, or bikes, motorbikes. Get out of the city, have a small adventure. That's a good example. Take your bicycle and explore the city. Fast food places are more and more empty, which is a very good sign. But first of all, of course, people understand that that's not healthy food, and second, of course, the impact of this crisis. But in general, it's totally unnecessary thing for our societies around the world. You can see the farmers market today. Well, that's a new development as well, of course. That's what we have in plans. Well, it's take some time, but I guess it's gonna be a nice addition to city. Well, getting sunny. Well, as always, you never know. I'm gonna enjoy this weekend. Yeah, check the farmers market. So, and the cactus are a real one, yeah? Okay, interesting. Yeah. Rubber plant. This one?
Yes, also rubber plant.
Also rubber plant. Okay, and that?
Middle left.
Thank you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. The local produce. Yeah. Peanuts. Local produce. Plants. As you see, organically grown herbs. Yeah, I do the same at home. If I'm not mistaken, that's the basilic. I do the same at home. When you cook something, you always pluck fresh stuff from your countertop. That's the best way to get the clean, organic stuff. Take care by yourself. What's the name of your organization?
The Association of Davao Organic Advocates.
Organic Advocates, yeah.
Yes.
Well, you see, the organic food movement in Europe is very big. I will say in the last 10 years, from maybe 10%, maybe around 30 now. You go in each place, in each market, and you're gonna see special section which says organic foods.
Yes.
And before it was just a small, tiny, maybe 10%. Now it's 30%.
No.
Soon it's gonna be half of all production gonna be organic, because people pay attention what they consume, and that's very important to not get exposed to the harmful chemicals. But of course, conventional agriculture needs for mass production herbicides, pesticides, fertilizers sometimes. But there is growing a scientific base which explains how you can grow the things without those things in a new way, protecting the soil by polyethylene, by plastic, so which fights with the weeds. We think about organic fertilizers. We go back to the composting more. So there is techniques. Yeah. What kind of the activities you have here in Davao in the field of organic foods and organic food production?
Every ano sir, before COVID lockdown,
Yeah.
every Thursday and Friday we are at Davao, Rizal Park, City
Rizal
Hall,
Park,
Davao
yeah,
City.
yeah, yeah.
Because we are under the City Agriculture's office. And
How big database of organic food producers you have in this region? Bukidnon, maybe. I was also in Cagayan. I see there is also a movement, but how far away you reach? And how many people you have in your organization?
we have only 23 members.
23 farms,
Yeah,
yeah?
23 farmers.
Davao only.
Davao only.
One organization.
In general in Philippines, like general organization of the organic food producers, do you have association or some kind of community?
We are under the National Organic Association, under the Department of Agriculture.
Yeah. So they gather all the organic food producers in Philippines.
In
yeah.
fact, sir, one of our members has already spots there in SM, the OPIC.
Yeah.
OPIC.
Yeah.
Organic, that's organic. Have a big space there in SM Ikulan and SM Lanang. Organic.
Lanang, yeah. Inside in a food store or just another small
Inside
shop?
the supermarket.
Inside the supermarket, something. I was in one space. Okay. What about organic cacao?
Yes, my farm is my farm is integrated farm, complete. We have
So I
cacao,
understand, isn't it?
fruits.
Yeah.
I have durian, mangosteen, lanzones, avocado, all fruits. And I am the one who produce vermicast for our
Yeah. How you manage your sales of organic fruits and vegetables? If you have some, you go in organic food markets or you.
we are assisted by the Department of Agriculture, like this one. We are under the Kadiwa.
Well, I understand that's a nice thing, but that's not business. This is more like exhibition, so you introduce yourself with the customers. But a daily basis, daily work, when you pick up your fruits and veggies and you deliver the customer, how it's happened? How you manage your organic food production, sales, yeah. Because you see, this is a very nice place. You introduce yourself to the customer, but then the customer, like me, for example, I wake up in the morning and I want to order for my meals today some organic food. I know procedure which we have back in Europe. It's kind of easy. You have applications, you have web pages, and it's easy to take a contact and order the items which you need. How you do it here?
Yes, sir. Since we are just only small farmers that group into an association to promote and encourage more practice on organic and eat also healthy food. So me, I am the one who is in the city. Yeah, I live in Medina, so I have the access on the internet. I have also access on like these outlets. So you can contact us through Messenger or
Facebook is very big. Yeah, people sell the produce on Facebook.
Facebook or online, and we have also deliveries if like you can buy at least 500 pesos, so we have to deliver it on your house or in your meetup, like that. Especially now that we don't have a regular outlet yet because of the pandemic. So before we have regular market at Rizal Park every Thursday and Friday, as my colleague said, the government, Department of Agriculture helped us.
Well, that's initiatives which kind of government can support. But in general, you see, as in Europe, in all industrial world is like this. You take care of your customers by yourself. Doesn't matter what the government do. Doesn't matter what they say. You sell your produce to your customers. You establish relationships, and the people who understand the value of organic food, they may also be willing to
promote and we have to educate really the customers, the benefits, especially the prices, because the prices of organically grown product now is much higher than the chemical treated. So we have to explain why, and why should they eat food like organically grown. So we have to explain a lot and educate. So we have in the Philippines, I guess until now we have a very minimal number of organic practitioners.
Well, it's growing,
Yeah, but still we are growing, and many are also customers also like now are health conscious, especially the pandemic. Also, many are asking what they are going to consume.
I agree. Pandemic waking up many people, and people understand that the only way how you can fight with the viruses is your immune system.
Yes.
And strengthen your immune system, you need to feed clean, valuable,
healthy,
nutritious elements in your body. Because because each chemical which comes in your body depletes your resources.
Yes.
Body needs to clear out those chemicals, need to use chelation or other
Here
methods.
in Davao, sir, we are very lucky because the government, the Department of Agriculture really helped us on how to market and promote our products. But I guess in the other provinces, they got difficulty because like this, no one will bring us to the customers. Our members are far. They are from Marilug district. You know Marilug district. They are far, about 2 hours to travel. So
I understand
if the government will not help us, especially when we get a store, we have to rent. So
pay the rent and
for us as small farmers, it's very difficult. So that's why we need to organize so that our voice will be listened also by our consumers.
Well, that's a great thing that the government helps in initiatives and in the first steps. But after the first steps, as I see what's happening in the United States and Europe, there's not necessary anymore such kind of nourishing in the first steps. There is already a customer base who understands the value of organic foods, and they're willing to spend 2-3 times more on the clean products. Because the market systems, they are really the only systems which is sustainable for the future. If you have a produce and you have a customer, if this chain works, so you will be happy producer and customer are going to be happy consumer.
And also you have to start on your own. You have to produce and consume and share it so that you can educate more. If you are a consumer, you're a grower, you are a consumer also. You can
spreading
understand.
good word about that's important. Each time when you talk with people, it's good to mention that there is options, there is organic foods, and they're very beneficial. So look on that a little bit closer, and with time you may develop clear understanding what kind of values
this group
you
is
get.
Really facilitated by the Department of Agriculture. We call it Kadiwa. You see the tarpaulin there, Kadiwa, meaning helping hand in hand to send our produce and education to the customers in the city of Davao.
How can people take a contact with you? Maybe a Facebook group or?
Yeah, my Facebook group.
What is the name of the Facebook group?
Me, Abundant Harvest, and the ADOA Association of Davao Organic Advocates. We have also a page on that at Facebook.
And you
can find us.
You can repeat one more time your
Abundant Harvest.
Abundant Harvest in the Facebook, yeah?
Yeah, and ADOA.
ADOA.
Yes.
And of course,
you can find and see our alternative product here.
Do you sell also through the Facebook?
Yes, sir, many, especially now from quarantine, we had focused on online marketing. We get also, especially the herbs. They love herbs, and many are planters also trying to plant more in the house, especially now that they are under quarantine.
What about organic durian, organic cacao.
Yeah, Ida. Ida is a grower of organic cacao and durian. Yeah, you can go at their farm and see.
Okay.
Yeah, she has about 13 hectares of durian.
We was talking about organic cacao and organic durian.
Organic. Chocolate, tablea, chocolate. Yan, this one.
Produce
My products.
the pure cacao
May ako ang
organic.
ano god ka, tate pangalan. Ay, wala ko yung
Wala yung pangalan?
How you manage your sales in your farm? You have 13 hectares, yeah? How big is your farm?
Mine is only 6 hectares.
6 hectares. So 6 hectares, I will say it's like mid-size, beginner level farm. If it's integrated farm, it's of course it's totally sufficient for maybe I will say 2-3 families. Yeah. How much you produce? Durian, maybe avocados, the basic ingredients for the daily consumption. As cacao, it's kind of more a snack style food, but maybe like a basic, which could be cacaos, potato, the cabbages, maybe tomatoes. I see in Kalanan beautiful mountain hills covered with tomatoes, and I think that could be clean organic ones.
My tomatoes and other vegetables in that house. And my cacao and other fruits. Hills.
Hillsides, yeah.
Yes.
How
I
you-
have my own goats for vermicast. For my vermi. I have vermicast. They are the one who bought my vermicast. They buy my vermicast to my all the members of Badua. And I have cow.
Beautiful. We have
Cow and goats.
in Europe, everything what you described, that's a very typical European one-family farm. In Europe, one family owns around 10 hectares. Yeah, I will say from 5 to 10, something like this, and have maybe 3 calves, maybe 5 pigs, 5 goats, like dozens of chicken. And it's going to be potato field, there's going to be carrot field, it's going to be cabbage field, it's going to be tomatoes field. And this is totally sufficient for one family and also for the sale. It's a very typical thing. Each and other family have it. It's not like exception. And the question is how to sell always for this farmer. Where to find the customer, how to establish relationships and have a business model.
Because we are association, example me, my farm is only 6 hectares, so my priority is fruits and vegetable, fruits and the cacao.
I see,
Yes. My another companions, they focus in urban gardening, so this one is from him. And the other members also, they have this organic rice, the turmeric, this one, the plant this one.
A little bit specialization.
Turmeric.
Turmeric, very good thing,
So we divide all the members.
How can customer find the products of the organic producers? Where he can look?
Yes. Since there's a COVID right now, so we're not able to display at Rizal Park, City Hall. Yes, but atong ang tindahan sa Damosa.
Yeah.
Yes, we have small store in Damosa, Lanang. Naka ba?
Okay, the long market. Yeah.
But because of the COVID, sir, so
What
we
about
only through the Kadiwa. Right now, through Kadiwa, they can contact us. And if there is exhibits in department store,
Okay. What about Facebook? Do you sell something on
yes,
Facebook?
we have Facebook.
Facebook groups, maybe some kind of groups you have.
I have
We have Davao Natural Organic Group in Facebook.
We're gonna check.
Davao also.
in Carla Integrated Farm. You can see that in Facebook,
In Facebook, Eda
Yes.
T.
Buhawi.
Thank you for the information. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Check, guys, this beautiful turmeric. How much is your turmeric?
How much is the
How much is your organic turmeric?
Ah, 60 pesos per kilo.
60 pesos per kilo.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Lettuce.
It's organic
25
one, yeah?
pesos. Yeah, organically grown.
Yeah, we'll take the turmeric also then, yeah. We'll take it, yeah, something around kilo.
1 kilo. This is hibiscus.
Looks like a dragon fruit, small.
No.
Hibiscus.
Yeah, Rosel. Much more
For the heart.
Yeah.
bitter than dragon fruit. Vitamin C.
Oh.
Yes.
Rich in vitamin C. How much grams and 100 grams is vitamin C here?
Ah,
Have you? We were not able yet.
But you can research this Rosel or hibiscus. This is from Thailand. The seeds from Thailand.
I know that now it's durian season and
This is adapted.
durian is very rich in vitamin C.
Yeah.
It's
Protein.
also 1.5 grams of the protein, 5 grams of the fat, yeah. But okay. But this is very well known thing, like a turmeric. All
Yeah.
beautiful things.
This
Look,
is lettuce.
Turmeric.
Is passion fruit.
passion fruit, yeah, beautiful. How much is your passion fruit?
How much is the passion fruit?
50 per kilo.
50 per kilo. Let me see. It's gonna be healthy turmeric for me. Maggie. Passion fruit.
Sir, this is the one.
Yeah, you can eat directly. Or
yes.
You can put water in some
I
sugar.
consume passion fruit. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Beautiful one, yeah, I know that, yeah.
You smell that? Nice smell. Aroma.
It is organic one.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
If it's organic one, then it's of course the best.
Almost.
I don't eat rice.
Yeah.
For me, rice is too much carbs.
So much
Yeah,
carb.
but
Too much carbs, yeah, for me.
potatoes.
What about potatoes?
No?
Ilang kilo potato din?
Potato? 35 only, sir. 35 per kilo. This one, sir, is violet.
Violet one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna pick up some. Yeah, we're gonna take also baggy.
Ah, okay. You like the violet one?
Yeah.
I don't.
Give me plastic, please. Yeah.
Plastic. Dara. Violet, mayroon butang. Wala na ilang violet? Tanaw natin. Tingnan natin.
Well, what about potatoes? Also organic ones.
Yes. This is naturally grown.
Okay, let's pick up something for me, which I can make. I'm gonna make potato chips.
Ah, okay. This is very nice for nice.
Yeah.
Potato chips.
What could be good for the potato
one, like
chips?
this one.
This is a good size, yeah, for the chips. Yeah, this is good for the. Maybe you have more violets.
More violet? No more.
No more. There's only one, yeah.
One only.
It's clean. There is no chemicals.
1 kilo?
Well, I guess something around it. That's gonna
1
be.
kilo only?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, for me, I don't eat so much carbs.
Eh, guyabano, sir. Pagsaka na. Direct guyabano? Yes, sour.
So,
Sour. This one is ripe.
I know one thing about guyabanos, which I learned in Bohol. When you look on guyabanos, you need to look if it's shiny.
Yes, this is ripe.
Yeah, when it's shiny, it's ripe so very well. Yeah.
But you
And
try
it's also
to.
soft one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very good stage of
This
the
is ripe from the tree.
I'm gonna take also guyabano.
With adobo, lanzones, the longkong lanzones and the native. So I did not bring because he has plenty of fruits. But he's not arrived.
But not today, not arrived today, yeah.
Yeah, he's absent. Maybe he was not able to harvest because yesterday is raining.
What about durian in general? How difficult is grow durian without pesticides, without
No.
fertilizers?
Actually, durian without any pesticides,
Yeah, yeah.
commercial commercial fertilizers. The organic is much bitter, sweet, mas ano siya. It's very delicious.
Yeah, I saw the fertilizers in Malaysia, and Thailand is #1 producer in the world of the durian. Malaysia is #2, Indonesia and Philippines. The culture of the durian production is humongous in the region of the Southeast Asia. Thailand is #1 producer in the world.
Durian?
Yeah, in durian. And they have around 300 different kind of varieties of the durian. Malaysia is second one with 100 varieties and also a huge amount of the production of durian. Indonesia and here in Davao you have also durian.
Yes.
Of course it's not that commercial, it's not that developed, but still you're gonna go in the streets and you're gonna see the durian is everywhere.
But have you eaten the durian here in Davao?
Yeah, I already enjoyed
It
it.
is delicious. The durian from Malaysia, Thailand, and here in the Philippines.
Well, you see, I will say so that each person loves and cherishes his own country and his own culture. If you're gonna ask the same question for the Thai people, they're gonna be proud of their coconuts and their durians, and they may say their coconuts are more sweeter and better, but that's like subjective. I look on the figures. I know the tonnage which is sold, and the Thailand is by far #1 in the world. Malaysia is by far. Indonesia is
But
huge.
in Malaysia, sir, they have also puyat, like that one.
Yeah,
The names, the varieties.
Malaysia have
Because I tried the Malaysian durian, the red one.
Yeah,
The
Musong King.
small ones and then red.
the red one. Yeah, not so good.
Yeah, not so good.
Malaysians are very proud of the world famous durian which is called Musong King. And this Musong King is very expensive. I will say maybe around $25 per kilo. Which is 25. Yeah, well, it's expensive one. Of course, it's a very complicated, good, tasty durian, and there's a huge a range of varieties of the durian. As you have a D24 Sultan, you have of course Montong, the same as here. You have something like same as Arancilio. There's a huge amount of different varieties, and I know you are proud here with the Puyat mainly,
Puyat.
D101. Duaya.
Yeah. Puyat, Duyaya, Dewan-Uwan. And
Kub,
also,
Chani,
yeah.
and so on, and they
Yes.
all are good in their own right, because you can't eat only the puyat all the time. You want to switch to something else, and that's the thing. There doesn't exist something like one best in the world. It could be in some sense. It's like D101. It's very sweet. It's very pungy, but sometimes it gets too much, and you want a little bit more bitter. So I understand that, and you're proud of your durians, and that's very good and honorable. The question is like organic durians. So it's not that difficult to grow organic durians.
No.
You use your natural fertilizers. Which is,
My fertilizer in durian is mycobam and vermicast. No spray. Mycobam, vermicast lang talaga. Vermicast only. I have.
Can you explain those two fertilizers? Like
Yang wala kay vermicast.
Cast, yeah.
Yeah, this is potting mix already. Mixed with soil and vermicast and
What is inside in your dermicast? Who produced this fertilizer?
me, I have are you particular with African night crawler? Worm? Night crawler?
Night crawler.
ANC.
Yeah.
Worm? Earthworm?
Yeah.
Night crawler. Then our garbage.
Yeah. Well, I understand. Yeah.
Yes.
Food.
And the manure of goats and cow.
Well, the same thing around the world. People
Yes.
use all those things.
Because African is from, I don't know where is it from.
And
Vermicast.
the other one was you mentioned,
Mycobam.
mycobam. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was formulated by the UP students. They're the one who mixed that one. Antibacterial. Yang. Kabisado ka sa mycobam?
What kind of ingredients?
I don't know, but
Who is producer?
UP Los Baños.
It's a local produced fertilizer,
Yes.
yeah? Very good, that's very honorable, yeah. So we have a little bit guyabano.
Yeah, 45, 1 kilo.
Yeah.
Sweet potato, 35, so 80.
Passion fruit.
Passion fruit, 50. Luyan dilaw, 60. So overall, 190.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Also here we have organic fruit. Are those cabbages or organic ones?
No,
What about fertilizers? What kind of fertilizers you should use in order to get them?
we use microbomb or the ordinary farming.
60 pesos per kilo, and they're organically grown, yeah?
Yes.
They have a fertilizer, but not in oversaturated with a different kind of chemical treatment, yeah?
60 per kilo.
Can we put together?
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem. 73 and then 65.
Beautiful cabbages from me. Thank you.
Very much. What about potato?
Well, I get only a little bit potatoes. I try to eat as little as I can, the carbs. But I get a little bit already, so it's going to be for my chips. But the cabbages is the main food. This is a staple of the food. Very healthy, good amount of the calcium and also other nutritious valuable things for the body. Well, happy customer in farmers market. Well, it's tiny market, what can I say? Yeah, but I guess if you're willing to find the food, like I always say, you will be able to do that. You may go also in the farmer market, you can go also in the small villages when you see the nice fields and talk with local people, establish relationships, and you can get your clean organic avocados and other fruits and veggies. Yes, sir. What you are selling?
The chicken, we have, this is a, I do not know if it is organic, but it is semi-organic. They are in process now. This company, they are in processing of
I see the
organic.
natural, yeah.
All natural. They are feeding organic feeds.
Organic foods.
This is a halal chicken, which Muslim.
Well, that's not important for us. In Europe, it doesn't matter. But for us, mainly, think it's important. It's a free range and organically
Organic.
food-fed animal which consumes organic food. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I know.
that's-
Europe is very strict in terms of organic healthy foods.
Well, yeah. The regulations is very strict.
Yeah.
And once you apply for your production to be labeled as organic, you're entering in relationships with organizations which checking you, coming over to your farm and checking the soil, the water,
Yeah.
and all the processes which involves in production. So that's a serious thing. But it's also, you see, it's a big business already in Europe. Like 30% of the food is already organic.
Organic.
It's growing.
Coffee.
That's a coffee, Robusta, yeah, I see. The eggs. That's palm oil or coconut oil?
We have coconut oil there and the palm oil.
How much is coconut oil?
Only 56 pesos.
56 pesos coconut oil. Yeah.
1 liter. And the palm oil is much cheaper compared to the coconut oil.
40?
48.
48, yeah. What about coconut oil? What kind of processes you use to produce this coconut oil?
Actually, coconut oil is from the meat, so it went into the we call it a broiler. It's a very heating process of the
In a heat process, yeah, okay,
heating
okay.
process of the coconut. So from the meat, so here comes the oil.
Yeah, I understand.
So that is the first process. So we call it a crude coconut oil.
Good coconut oil. Okay.
It is crude since it cannot be eaten yet, but it will undergo in another processing in a refinery section. So after it will be refined, then it can be eaten already.
Okay. There's many techniques how you can produce coconut oil, and well, I guess the best, of course, is cold press in cold press machines.
Yeah,
And,
extractor.
Extractor, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way. But you see, if you go industrial way, big capacity, yeah, so you use different techniques. Is this so still have a coconut oil smell and flavor, or no, or is it blank?
It was undergone in a bleaching process, so there's no smell. No smell.
That's industrialized product, of course.
Yeah.
It is. And each product finds its customer. People who care more about health and taste, they may try to figure out which product is processed in the most, I will say, softest way to protect all the elements inside the product. And sometimes you want to go by conventional products which delivers a good price. Organic food is cool, it's good. So I see the happy you. Yeah. Beautiful places, and this is a very clean place because it's open ocean. There's nothing else like no cities, no other pollution.
Actually, it's facing Malaysia, Dad. Indonesia.
So all this region is rich with the fish.
Yes.
Yeah, be the farmer and work with the plants is a huge amount of the work involved in that, and the people only with the love and the patience can be involved in this business. So as you see, the growing interest for the organic foods is everywhere around the world. Philippines, Asia in general, Japan, and Europe. Well, I will say that Europe, of course, is a leader in that. A huge amount of the people who are willing to pay extra for the healthy foods. It's going to happen also here. People little by little can understand how important it is to consume clean and organic foods. Well, beautifully spend the time in a small organic farmer market. I get some small supplies, but in general the most valuable for me is discussion with local people, where they can explain their attitude, their knowledge, their everyday chores, their problems which they have by producing and selling this organic food. Well, farming by itself is difficult business, and it's physically demanding. Covered with so many uncertainties, natural disasters, the bad yields, the pests, and the problems, the soil problems of different kind of plant diseases. It's difficult. But at the same time, people understand the value of clean and healthy organic foods, which is very honorable. And I guess it's a good message. Go out in such markets and support them, buy the produce from them, and show them thumbs up. And you're going to be supporting them morally and also supporting them in a real way with your real money, which is very important. There is no doubt, I'm more than sure, and 100% I will say sure in the value of organic food. And I see that and I feel that in my daily life. When I eat healthy foods, I feel good, I feel great, there's no any health issues. Once I step down from the healthy and organic foods, I always feel compromised. I feel bad. What could be bad? The pains, the aches, the energy levels, the sleeping pattern, everything gets spoiled. So for me it's obvious, and that's only the choice which I are willing to take in the future for myself. I support organic food producers not by just talking, but also by spending my money. And also a part of this amazing products which I get also decent discussions. So I see that what local people are, what kind of issues and problems they have, and also what kind of aspirations and plans for the future they have. Of course, they need the customers. They need European customers. They need customers from United States, from all industrialized world, where people are willing to pay a little bit extra for the clean and healthy foods. Well, we do that. Just if you produce something valuable, organic, take a contact with me. We get a look, and we're gonna figure out the price for the global market, and if it's going to be decent for you and it's going to be decent for us, we may have business model which is based on organic food production. I guess is very potential and very promising and future-proof. More and more people make the choice for the clean and organic foods, and that's not just like entertainment, and it's not just like for I will say for the trend which comes and goes away. People who understand the value of organic food, they're gonna stay on this path on end of this life, because there is no other way. There is no other food which could be more valuable than clean organic food. So once customer is interested in organic food and are willing to spend a little bit more to get this clean and healthy food, you have a customer forever if you still produce and deliver same quality. Of course, satisfy European customer is a not easy task. In Europe we have everything what you just can dream about, and I talk about that very often, but it is what it is. It is like that. It's a very competitive, very quality market. So if you want to participate in this business, if you want to come in the European market with your products, you need to think about what kind of quality standards we have so you can meet them. But once you get on the European market, once you are able to introduce yourself to the European customer, people are going to buy your product and they're going to buy a regular, and it's going to be your business model, I will say, forever. Decisions in Europe is made thoroughly based on the science and analysis and in general on the highest understanding of the quality. You can't sell in Europe some nonsense. It's not possible. But there is so many good quality products here around which are in demand in Europe. So for that reason, you need to think about your supply chain, production chain, and introduce your products to the European market with the promise that there's going to be continuously good quality and good pricing, so you're going to have your steady, good quality business model. That's it for me today here in beautiful farmers market. I'm going to still be exploring surroundings here in Davao, enjoying this beautiful season of durian, researching the big and small producers of healthy organic foods and also conventional industrial foods. So if you're producing something, if you feel that you're interested in global markets, don't hesitate, keep a contact with me, and we may find some meeting points where we can be useful for each other. Also, I would like to see some local small farmer productions. That could be very interesting for me to see how the local farmers live, their daily routine, how they produce their veggies, how they gather their fruits, how they manage the animals. So it could be a very interesting experience for me also. Definitely I want to see the cacao and durian producers here in the region, so I will be able to understand and dive in deeper in the culture of the local production, and I may find something interesting which I didn't know before, and I may give you good advice which I have been able to see in some other place around the world. I guess this kind of information exchange is valuable, and in general the learning process and acquiring of the new knowledge is the key. You can say for many things, but I say, well, it is the knowledge and approach with the smart and curious eye is a key for the future markets. People are more and more interested in high quality products, which is typically organic and clean and valuable. It's much more difficult to sell now in the market something which is conventional, either like the chips or the like anything which you see in the packages. If it's conventional, people we have it, we have them dozens and hundreds. So to get in the market with this kind of product is very difficult. It should be something new and should be something valuable. And from this new and valuable, I guess the most valuable thing, of course, is organic foods. So if you are interested in organic foods as me, yeah, don't hesitate. Send me the message and I may come over and film your place, and we can have a discussion about your organic food production and future plans. Being the fan of organic food is it's very interesting. Yeah, you begin with the understanding that not all foods are same. You begin with understanding of the composition of the different kind of foods. And you see the molecules, and then you see those foreign molecules in your beautiful food and fruit. And you see all those poisonous chemicals and foreign chemicals, and you understand that you're going to be digesting them. And then you begin to understand that that's bad. And then you are a fan of the organic foods. Once you're on this path, there is no way back. Like, you can't unseen, you can't unhear, you can't forget those knowledges which you have been acquiring by yourself, and getting in deep in details how they work and what kind of damage they can do for your body. You just can't forget that. Well, yeah, you can go sometimes buy some street food and so on, some small snack. Well, it is, yeah, you can do that, and I do that also, because you see, we're all just human beings, and some days you are more particular about things, sometimes you are a little bit more relaxed. But in general, once you are on the path of clean and organic foods, it's no way back. So that explains my passion for organic food. Once I'm back in Europe, and I go in my markets and I talk with local farmers about locally grown tomatoes, which is kind of big and juicy and smells beautiful, and the cucumbers and the cabbages, I can't go back to the shopping mall and get this kind of small, tiny, tasteless nonsense, I will say. So good practices of the organic farming delivers best taste, undiscussably, and of course best quality. So why should you choose something else? As for me, it's obvious. No way. Only organic foods. That's the way to go. Well, as always, nature makes us all happy. Well, of course, human achievements, a nice infrastructure is also very valuable. But combination between beautiful human work and beautiful nature is always the best. Maybe have a lanka. Jackfruit, lanka, this one. This one is lanka. Yeah. Lanka.
Rice.
No, thank you, no rice. Maybe some pork liver. Pork liver.
Pila na tubig ka tayo? 25.
Beautiful small dish. Beautiful lanka. Here we have October. Italian beauties. So we're going to do.
Love you, sir. Ah, hindi ko just feel.
Yes, this place was booming before the pandemic. Now it's like a little bit sad to see that so many small businesses are struggling. Yeah, but it's moving little by little. Hopefully it bounces back soon. some veggies. Well, I get my organic ones. So I'm done for at least 1 day, maybe 2. See. Fish. Crazy roosters, yeah. That's the water, I guess. Yeah, electricity, water, now modern days internet is lifelines for any community. Everybody needs to have water for existence, electricity for the comfort, and internet for the knowledge, entertainment, communications. Well, that's the neighborhood here besides the river, which I'm passing on my way to the market. The village. Typical small village. The roadside and the riverside. It's many thousands, maybe hundreds of them. Beautiful day. Today we're gonna go explore the city and probably gonna see the farmers market. Construction in progress. Sunny day. It's not the best time to go in the malls. I guess the rainy season is enough rainy days where you can go out and enjoy the malls. When it is sunny, I guess the farmers market or exploring nature, going out of the city and seeing the beautiful scenes in general, and of course getting healthy organic foods. Well, today I'm back in my little small farmers market. Weekend, Saturday. Hello, hello. Yeah. Hello. I was last weekend also here, so
Yeah, they told us.
yeah. I'm gonna check what's happening. Well, of course, you know, organic foods is the way to go, but The one thing, it should be kind of more industrialized, so closer to the consumer, and the shopping malls and the small markets, like dedicated area where it's just only organic food. As we have, you're gonna go in the market, you're gonna see the sign organic foods. It's gonna be maybe 1/3 of the market. Yeah. Otherwise, I need to travel all around the city, other side of the city here in the weekend. Yeah. But yeah.
Go for organic.
Organic, yeah, that's the way to go, of course. What you selling? What's your product?
This is adobong bangus milkfish.
Oh, milkfish, I know. How you grow the lettuce? It's hydroponic or it's grown in soil? It's hydroponic, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, it's interesting. Your honey.
Organic egg.
Yeah, what about your honey?
Pure honey.
This could be clean, clean honey without any sugar and so on, or yeah. Well, it's difficult to get pure honey because the bees are fed with sugar. Naturally, bees in Europe, they scavenging around the fields for the blossoms and for the food which they eat from the flowers, and then they produce the honey. Well, here we have a little stand with the local fruits. We have a little bit durian, well priced, 30 pesos per kilo. Mangosteen, aloo, aloo, aloo. That's your thing, yeah?
Yes.
What about durian? Is this durian organic one?
These are both.
Okay.
The owner of durian. Mas po siya organic.
Hello. Hello. You see, I'm an organic food lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always looking for the foods which could be organic. What about
Yes.
durian? How
All of our products, especially from Kadiwa, is all organic. That is the truth, yeah. Kadiwa retailing from the Department of Agriculture. The vegetables, all of this are all organic. As you can see, the color of the durian is not totally very clean or very good to look like.
Oh yeah, you
That
have
is
a
because-
border. You have border, so it
That is
means
because organic.
organic.
Yeah.
There's no applied the chemicals.
Yeah, no chemicals
to
applied.
eliminate the pesticides. Yeah.
Especially the mangosteen, no chemical of that.
What about durian fertilization?
Yeah.
What kind of fertilizers do you need for durian to get better crop, or maybe
You know the vermicast,
vermicast? Yeah.
this
Like the worms with
the
the
worm,
compost.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that is one of our fertilizer, and also the use of the what we call this, the union,
onion,
the
yeah.
we will put it in a drum and then we will spray. That's what we use the organic. We did not use chemicals.
Well, yeah, organic food, of course, is a way to go in the future, and the thing is, it's very difficult for the farmer.
Difficult.
How much is
Because
work to
some of the people did not want to buy the kind of fruits that is not good for their eyes.
But that's all thing, you know. In modern societies, they understand. If you're gonna go in any place around the world now, I've talked about that extensively. Like 30% of the markets in Europe and the United States are organic foods. You know, you're gonna see the big sign, organic foods,
Organic food.
and it's more, maybe 2-3 times than the conventional foods, and people are willing to pay more. They understand. It's not even about that they don't like how it's look like. Yeah. It's not even question about that. People really understand that the ugly carrot is much more better than shiny and good one. Yeah?
That is very correct.
So, but that's coming. The problem is it's difficult, you know, for the farmer. So much work, so much labor-intensive applications, and of course also the worries. You don't know what's going to happen with your field. Maybe some pests come over and spoil your fields. I was reading yesterday, cacao farmers was worried that some kind of a disease coming over his cacao trees and cacao trees dying. And I know the different takes on that. Somebody used the garlic sprays, yeah.
That is good for it is
Pesticide, yeah.
pesticide.
Good
Can
pesticide.
control the pesticide.
Yeah. So there is a techniques, but of course it's much more difficult and it's not that easy. You take from some bottle, put in water and spray it. So you need to have been inventive. You need to have your willingness to research and find the right treatment.
We the exhibitor here from the organic, what we call this, banana,
Yeah.
Ida, we the durian and both some vegetables. All of us have an
Certification. How it's work? How is the system if you want to apply for our organic farm? How it's
First,
working?
your farm should be passed in a GAP. They call it Good Agricultural Practice.
Correct.
That is one of the requirements.
How long you need to have time? In Europe it's approximately from 3 to 5 years. You prove each year that you don't use the pesticides, herbicides. You give the proofs of the soil, of the products.
The Department of Agriculture will observe and some of them teach you how to use the organics or what is the way to be organic farming.
Okay,
And
but
some of the
Yep.
farmers did not want organic farming, as you said a while ago, because they want their product is very good and very clean and very no insecticide like that. But we, especially me, I really support organic because from this organic I realized that some of the food from the Pangkirohan, from the are all chemicals. It's a poison for me.
Yeah.
If you eat their product, you eat poison.
Exactly. Yeah.
You eat poison, especially the tomato.
Tomatoes,
They put
cabbages.
it in the alliate or dieting or the what we call this the fungicide. They soaking from the cups. They put ampalaya and then the chemical over it like that.
Well, that's a problem, of
So
course,
that
and you
is
see,
poisonous.
while you get a little bit older, you understand the
Yeah,
importance of the health.
Correct.
Your primary worries in life is keep yourself healthy. We have so many difficult and dangerous diseases all around us, kidney diseases and of course other cancerous diseases. So avoid that. There is a one way to eat healthy, clean foods, so your body is not intoxicated by all those toxins. Well, I understand your worry. I support you.
They call it umali.
Mali, I know. Well, okay, we have a
White arancillo. There's a white arancillo over there.
we have a good opportunity to eat durian from the local farmers, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna enjoy the durian. We're gonna begin our durian meal here in the farmers market. We're gonna begin with D101. Well, guys, we have our gloves. We're gonna enjoy this beautiful D101.
I like the kangyaw.
We're gonna take the canyawa also.
It's white in color. The meat is white.
White in color, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
Well, we can open canyawa right now, so I can have a mixture. How you can distinguish that that's canyawa, which is a main distinguishing sign.
Ano siya tunok sa English? What is this kind? What we call this?
Thorns.
Thorn, yeah, thorn. The thorns is different from the thorns of D101.
Yeah, D101 is of course small.
As you notice,
Yeah,
the D101 is small thorn.
small thorns.
Yeah.
But they are small and sharp. But what
Yeah.
may be some other sign of the form of the durian, or maybe this side of the durian is maybe different.
This one is what we call this. A different also. This is a sandiki. Sandiki durian. As you notice, the thorn is different also.
Yeah, and the form is yeah.
This one is a puyat. As you notice,
Yeah, big
they are
thorns.
big thorn and there's a distance thorn. See?
Yeah.
This one is arancillo.
How you can tell difference between arancillo
Yeah, arancillo is small.
and maybe the groove is like this?
Yeah. This one is arancillo. This one is
Yes, we're gonna take this
Kanyo.
one, yeah. Kanyo. So Kanyo is big three, yeah?
not like Puyat. Puyat is only like this. But this one, very tall.
Tall three, yeah?
They called it a native durian.
Well,
See, as you see the color,
Yeah.
different. But the taste of that is different also.
we're gonna go by Kanyo,
You can
yeah?
notice the organic durian, as you see. The ants is staying in their turn.
Well, I totally agree with that, yeah. Yes, as we was talking, that it's not only sweetness which distinguishes the good durian from the bad. In my opinion, good durian is any durian which is in the best shape of ripeness. If it's not overripe, best ripeness stage when you have already produced all those famous durian smells which come like with a little bit alcoholic smell. So when you feel those smells, like here for example, it's just a fresh smell and a little bit alcoholic smell. So that means it's just beginning to produce those elements in a durian. So, and they are not rancid, they are not old, they don't taste as mushy. So any durian in such stage gonna be tasty and very good. Another meat of this beautiful D101.
Oh, you call it Kanyo.
This is a Kanyo, yeah.
It is a milky taste.
Milky taste durian.
Kawa na.
Well, this small beauty is Puyat. D101, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a very sweet one, D101.
Yes.
Which could be the next one after D101?
Puyat.
Puyat, yeah. Well,
Native also is the best. Tastes like a milk, fresh milk, native.
native, yeah.
Yeah. But now we don't have native.
Naman native, you have native?
Wala. Lami ra bang native. Oh,
Basketball is good.
basketball.
Basketball is good. What about basketball? Is it really the name of the durian is basketball? Is it some other name?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. It sounds funny,
My
basketball.
boss is expert about yan.
may talingin man siya.
But yeah, D101 like number 1, Puyat number 2, basketball, Chani, Kub of course, Montong and Arancilio.
Arancilio.
They
Ah, you know
all,
Arancilio.
yeah, they all are beautiful if they are well ripened, yeah.
Kanya.
Kanyo.
Kanyo, yeah. See, still beautiful Kanyo.
G101.
I think is a little bit too much carbs. Otherwise, very rich in nutritious elements. Check this beauty. Beautiful color. D101. One of the sweetest durians here in Davao. Let's guys compare the beautiful D101.
This is Puyat.
Beautiful Puyat. Nearly the same color. Of course, D101 tastes amazing, yeah. Very saturated, creamy texture. This is a Chani?
Yes.
Yeah? Chani. Well, I'm gonna get my last durian. I have a choice between the Puyat, Chani, and D101. And then let me see.
Good. Wow. Wow.
Check this beauty. Well, there's gonna be 4 durian challenge. Well ripened D101 of course is very good thing. One of the best there. One more beautiful beet. Well, that was a durian feast.
Dili ka di, Max?
get my durian dose. Well, thank you, which is very important while it's durian season. Well, thanks, thank you. Yeah, while it's durian season, it's abundant in each and other corner. It's for sale. Well, yeah, that's interesting, but you see, as always, not for me, not interested in. My thing, of course, is a clean organic food. And what could be better than clean and organic durian? It's interesting, but organic food is like this. Once people are going to try organic food, there is not going to be a way back. Also for you, once you're going to try organic food, that's for sure. You're not going to be willing to go back. Because you see, hello, sir. You see, it's so obvious, it's so kind of clear that when you have food with the chemicals and also alternated taste, and if you have a clean food without the chemicals and with the best taste, you should be kind of, I don't know, crazy. You're not gonna choose this one, organic and beautiful tasting one. And people, of course, understand that. This is our nature. We have been doing that millions of years by sniffing, by tasting, by checking the food and choosing the things which we want to eat. Same things applies also today. If you're gonna go in a shopping mall, of course, if it's all packaged, you're not gonna be able to understand. But if you're gonna go in the market where is local produce on the shelves and you are able to check the taste, you can understand the difference. Well, as always, it's a little bit noise. But I'm gonna deliver my message. Yeah. Well, after visiting the local farmer markets, you understand more and more that that's the way to go in the future. And there is no way around. It's not going to be a way around. Each and other person who is able to try the organic foods will never go back to the conventional nonsense foods. And maybe you can even don't use the word foods. You can use the word as a product, because the food is the nature adapted thing to our body. And the things which comes from the factories, they are not adapted to nothing, just only for the profit. So for me, it's so obvious that things like this, like local small farmer markets with the organic produce, is going to be in future dominant. And that's the space for you where you can apply your time, your energy, your talent, and develop your products and sell your products to the customers. And in those times when everything is uncertain, I think it's a very good idea to look on internet-based products, which is good for the human consumption in any circumstances. And the food is definitely such item. So for this reason, pay more attention to local producers who produce anything from moringa to banana to durian. Invent the recipes and offer them to the internet to local customers and international customers. If you apply the modern technology, they can be also world-class products with global distribution markets in any country around the world. There's no wonder that the things which you like, some person back in Europe, United States, and other places around the world are gonna like either also. And the same thing, if you don't like, that this person also may not like that. And all advanced and modern thinking people, of course, like clean, organic, and healthy things. Well, finally, silence. Beautiful. And you hear the birds are singing, which is not that typical. It's very difficult to get a place which is silent here in the Philippines. I guess this is the biggest problem, biggest issue for all foreigners who come over here. It's you can't find a silent place. Even dogs are gonna bark. Either rooster's gonna be going crazy around you. Also the loud bikes, loud cars, and it's sometimes like I don't know how to explain, but you just can't find a place where there's a peace. And that's a really issue for me. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to stay in any city. I want to go in some mountain place or remote beach somewhere. So then I have my peace of mind and I can think and I can analyze and I can work with my head. Absorb your surroundings, look on your neighbors, maybe yourself, what you can produce, what could be the good for human consumption, human-oriented, quality, accessible products. And produce them, package them, design them, and sell on the internet. And that's the way to go. And if you're gonna figure out a business like this, it's gonna be sustainable. So this is my observations. And what is interesting, the things which I see here, like those so small markets, maybe 20 years ago, there was the same situation back in Europe. Now it's maybe not still dominant, but very huge and strong movement. And each and other place you're going to see the organic produce section. For the moment here is not that advanced, but all those seeds which are growing here, and I mean the seeds, and eventually they're going to yield. They're going to yield businesses, they're going to yield corporations, they're going to yield cooperations between European, Asia. All this engagement in healthy, sustainable, and smart business is going to yield results. A little bit sporty activities to have. Jump around, still closed. The traffic.
Smells beautiful. Yeah, cacao and chocolate is always wonderful. Wonderful experience. I'm gonna add a little bit coconut flakes. My tiny small treats for the day.
That's a beautiful morning meal.
Well, another beautiful weekend, and I'm back in the farmers market. That's the place which is chosen for the moment to hold this farmers market. There was other options, but well, pandemic, many things are closed. Well, and today we're gonna enjoy a little bit, I guess, durian also, as always. There goes bananas, veggies and fruits. I saw the stand last week also.
There are so some similarities there, but different taste.
Different taste, but from the outside, how can you tell it's kub or chani?
This tawag
Thorns, yeah?
Thorn, yes.
They are bigger, smaller, or
Bigger.
they're bigger than in kub, yeah?
Okay.
Do you have a kub also here, so we can put in
Nothing.
the road?
Wala tayo kub, no?
No.
Asa man?
D101?
You want one?
Yeah.
No? Ito na, adili.
This looks like duyaya, nearly.
This small.
This one is
01.
small, yeah. Now I'll take this
01.
one, yeah. I'm gonna put them in the road. So this is D101.
Yeah.
Duyaya. What is this one?
Because
That's good, yeah.
common.
That one is kub, maybe.
No, it's common.
So I'm gonna try this one also because it's a little bit different.
So you want to try
Yeah, I want to try different ones.
different variety?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna check. This is a basketball. We're gonna check. For me, it's still different to say difference between, you know, the basketball.
This 01 is bintongon.
Yeah.
Puyat. Cob.
Uyat, I understand.
This cob.
It's easy. Let me see. This one is maybe it's chani, yeah. Chani. Okay. Let me dig something more. Dig out something interesting. That's the montong, maybe.
Yeah, it's montong.
Montong, yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna try the small montong. Small montong, and what else we have? What about this one? It's maybe
Chani.
chani. See, this is a chani. Chani, you can tell from this one, yeah?
Yes.
The creases here and the thorns like that. And a 5-star pattern on the top. Let me see. That's the chani?
GD.
GD, this one. GD. We can try GD. The GD D101. That
Bintongon.
Bintongon, difficult name.
Muntong.
This is a montong
This basketball.
basketball. Oh, that's cool.
Kuyat.
Kuya.
So you have 8
Duya. Duya.
So this guy's is GD. GD and let me see, that's montong D101. Basketball.
Bintongon.
Bintongon. Those two, Bintongon and GD. So that could be interesting for me to try those first. I'm gonna try those small ones today.
Bintongon.
Bintongon. Bintongon.
What to say?
Beautiful yellow flesh. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Next one is GD.
I'm gonna try the GD. GD,
JD.
and this is Bintongon.
Bintongon, yes, alright.
Bintongon and GD.
Ben Musa Farm. It's a Muslim.
And it's in Kalinan, yeah?
Yes, Kalinan. Located at Tamayong, Kalinan.
How people can find your farm on the internet? Maybe Facebook?
No, we don't have an access on Facebook, sir.
Do you receive the people on the weekends on your farm or
No.
no? Where do you sell your durians? Where is selling point?
Here at
Azuela Cove, yeah?
Then Abriza.
Abriza, yeah?
Yes. But in some maybe weekends we travel to different barangays to display durians and some
Yeah, well, I
some
understand.
vegetables.
What do you think? Is your durian can be deemed as organic ones?
Yes. This is organic, sir.
There's no herbicides, no
Yes,
pesticides.
yes. Maybe from the start and then until now, we don't use any
Chemicals.
chemicals. Yes, for the you can see it from the
Yeah. Well, I see.
it's harmful.
Well, I agree.
Chemicals.
See, I eat only organic things, and I always opt to organic foods. Appreciate
Yes,
that.
thumbs up. Bintongon.
Bintongon, very difficult name. Let me see. Come on, guys. Organic durian is one of the best things which you can have. Tastes amazing, and your conscience is clear. You eat healthy things. Well, definitely this market is my favorite because the durians here is outstanding, taste amazing. I guess that's because it's organic ones. Clean product, the very best stage of the ripeness. Best place to visit, I guess. Wow, so beautiful. The smell, just amazing. Oh, such a beauty. Difficult to explain how good it is. That one even better. This is tasted a little bit more slow down, I will say, so it's not that punchy. That was just a firework of the beautiful taste. Check this beauty. Well, there's nothing much more valuable as a dessert, as the sweet, as the snack than durian. Very good combination between minerals, vitamins, and composition by itself, the water, fats, proteins, and carbs. Carbs maybe a little bit too much, but in general I will say it's a good snack. Beautiful. Check the beauty. Beautiful. There you can see
It's very, very meaty. Check this beauty. Amazing.
Very creamy taste.
Very satisfying, creamy taste. Well, it's gonna be last bit from this durian. Beautiful. Well, we're gonna try the native one. Looks like a chani for me, but well, we're gonna see the native one, and well, that's the chani, yeah? Small chani. We're gonna compare the native and chani. Beautiful, yeah. Thank you. Here we have beautiful little chani and the native one. Thank you. And the native, they told me it could be a little bit on the edge, maybe a little bit all ready to ripen. But we're gonna see. As a chani looks amazing. Cherry beauty. Ooh. Look at that. Chani. Very deep and complicated taste. The sweet and this alcoholic flavor begins to develop only in the late stages of ripeness. Well, we're gonna try a little bit native one. Well, last bit of this one.